we'll copy out the links real quick,
Oh, okay.
and let's just get the links, and then we'll play our intro.
Alex, you doing a whole bunch of Future today. You sound like Future a lot today. I don't know what's going on.
I think I just have too many things open.
As long as you're not toxic like Future.
I do the digital dash. All right, there's one. Hold on 1 second.
We got one viewer. What's up? How you doing today?
Hey.
Probably one of us, huh?
What it do?
Got one viewer. What's up? How you doing today?
Hey.
Probably one of us, huh?
Yes, 7 people on our live right now. Yeah, because I opened it.
Okay, I sent you guys the link. Marcus, is the intro the second one? Yeah?
Second one, yeah.
All right. I still don't know about this bobblehead, but we'll see. We'll see if Trever jumps on later. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir. What's good, Slackers? We're back, baby. Episode 37 in the building. It's your boy Strizzy, and with me, as always, I've got my wonderful cast of misfits, guys. What's going on, people? What's going on, A-Dub? How you feeling, baby?
Just living the dream, man.
I feel it. Miss Myra, man, how are you?
We live, baby. Doing good.
We live. What's up, Slackers? Another beautiful, wonderful Tuesday. It's a Kick It and Talk Sports with the boys. And we also got our super producer.
It's hump day. Hump day.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's Tuesday, fam.
I'm tripping. Hey, this quarantine got me jacked up.
It's that quarantine life. That quarantine life, man.
It's hump day Eve.
Taco Tuesday.
We're going to say
it's LeBron's day.
It's LeBron's day.
I made tacos today. So cliche.
Chicken.
Tuesday. I did turkey tacos today.
Look at you being healthy during this quarantine. You better get
it. I got to.
It tastes the same though, or does it taste different?
That sounds wrong.
If you use the same taco sauce, I mean the same taco seasoning, they taste the same, and it's healthier. So
that's what they tell us.
So they say. The other white meat. All right, A-Dub, you got the schedule for us, my dude?
Oh yeah, just normal checking in, and then we can move into the cleanups of the week. But how's everybody doing with the quarantine? Y'all ready to get back at it or what?
I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? As always, I'm chilling. I think the most I get out of the house is just go to the park to play basketball. You know what I mean? That's pretty much about it. And even then, there's nobody really there to play against. It's just, like always, working on my game, getting some exercise, some cardio in.
Jumper wet? Jumper, is it hit?
it's nasty right now. I'm not even gonna lie. That's all I can do is just shoot. That's all I can do is shoot.
Mid range? Are you doing long distance? What you doing?
Oh man, I'm all around. My game's not to brag. My game's all around though. It really is. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I used to rely on the speed like always. You know what I'm saying? I hardly ever really took any type of jumper because I just beat people off that first step. But as like an older, you know what I mean? As you get older, you get wiser and realize, you know what I'm saying? If I can, you know, if I can get a, you know, a legit, reliable jumper, you're almost unguardable. So as I've gotten older, I work so much more on that. So
next time you go to the park, we want you to go live so we can watch and see how that jumper hitting.
Oh man, bet. I put it. Matter of fact, you know, I have a video up on my Instagram. I think of me hooping or whatever. It's edited, but like the jumper.
We don't want the edit. We don't want no edits.
Jumper be falling.
We want raw. We want the siege.
I got you. I'll put you on live. We'll see it. Most def. How are y'all feeling? How y'all doing out there?
What's up, hey Doug? You been working today?
Yeah, work. Trying to do the thing. It went by fast though. It's good. It's all good. But what about you? What happened?
Man, my studio's at the church, so they redoing the roof. So they left the roof open. Like, oh, it's Arizona. It's not gonna rain. You know, it's gonna be fine. It rained though. Ain't rained though. All my stuff in here, man.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you rained Sunday.
My shoes, my table, my Kobe magazine that I was trying to collect got ruined. My little race car track I have in here. A-Dub's seen the race car track, so it's hard to explain, but I have a race car track in here. It got rained on. So it's so I've been here all day cleaning my floors, got all messed up. I got wood floors. So certain parts of it kind of like bubbled up a little bit because the water was just sitting. Because I didn't come here for a couple of days after. I didn't know it rained really. So I came in here. And so when I opened up the door, I smelled that that smell you get. I'm like, what?
Yeah. That like water been sitting too long, like in the washing machine type smell.
Yeah, it sucked, man. So hopefully it's be covered because next time I think if it rains again, it's gonna come all down. So I think I'm gonna stay positive and do that. So we'll see.
It's going pretty good on my end.
I hope everything.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, Marcus. We definitely hope everything gets better on your end. I know the pictures you sent us, that sucks. So, like A-Dub was about to say, we hope things get better on your end. But as for us in Texas, everything's going good. It's getting hotter, and we want to be outside.
Are y'all open all the way? Restaurants and stuff?
No. Restaurants are still curbside pickup. Barbershops, salons, and stuff opened on Friday, so that's in place. Of course, there are like strict restrictions on entering those places. Like you have to have a mask on, only a certain amount of people in there, by appointment only. People can only come in as need basis when they're called in. Like there's a whole bunch of regulations on nail salons, beauty salons, and barbershops. So. But we're taking it one day at a time. There's no rush. Like I've said before, we're taking it easy. I just saw today that LA placed into effect that they're going to be on lockdown for like another 3 months or something like that.
I think most of California like that. Not just LA. I think it's most of California. Because I heard a rumor too that the 49ers, they thinking about playing their home games here. So they come to AZ. So that's going to be 9 home games.
Wow.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, that's what it's rumor. Shout out to all our people that's coming in, that's watching right now. Make sure you guys comment and be a part of the show too. So we people are coming in, so I appreciate you guys coming in and watching this. And I also heard too the baseball thing about for sure going to be here too. So I don't know, man. I think AZ because the weather here, I think it's about to go down. I think everybody gonna start coming here. It's gonna be packed around here. So I'll get my drone ready so I can go over and get some stuff, you know.
Man, we don't need no extra people down here too. Look, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Baseball team's going to be down here, so football might be down here, but y'all can't even go inside. So stay your ass at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Watch these games on TV like we finna do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wait,
you don't need no extra people.
So you think the when the football starts, it's gonna be empty stands?
Could be.
Nah.
At least at the beginning.
No.
I think so.
Preseason, I don't care about preseason.
No, man, like I really do think like the season might start on time, but because like the pandemic, you know, the virus ain't going anywhere. So that's the reason why I think they still might have empty stadiums.
They might find a vaccine though, so they find a vaccine wrong, like in July.
No, it's going to take them time to test that and get it approved and so on and so forth. It's going to be a while.
It's gonna be a little while.
I think.
And by the looks of it, you know, a lot of, you know, major sports right now are just fighting for getting their seasons to progress forward because of the money behind all the situations, you know, the financial burden of not having a season, what that costs them. So definitely, you know, they're looking for ways to strategize to make sure seasons happen.
Yeah. Well, we can just jump into what baseball's talking about too right now.
Yes, sir.
So they approved this. Apparently, they're presenting it today. But we'll see what the Players Union wants to do. But basically, it would be like an 82-game season. You would just play a little bit of interleague. Both the AL and the NL would use the DH, and then they'd expand. So it'd be a little bit shorter, but from what I understand, the big sticking point so far is the money. They don't want to have a hard cap or like a split. They just want to do something different. So we'll see.
Definitely. What do you guys think? What do you guys think happens on that? So if they're gonna vote on it, how do you guys think the voting is gonna fall?
You know, for me,
I don't think the players are going to be with it.
Yeah, for me, it's really too early to tell, you know, with a lot of states just starting to open back up. It's like we talked about before. It's kind of like, you know, Hunger Games again. Like, let's see the first round go out there and see what happens to them, and then we'll make a decision. I think pushing it to July is too quick of a decision. But at the same time, you know, I understand where they're coming from by trying to strategize and trying to have a plan in place. So if we do get the go-ahead, they can execute and move forward.
Right. I'm thinking if it's I'm thinking if along the lines of, you know, football and the new CBA stuff that they just passed, right? So from a player's perspective, you know, only a small percentage makes, you know, those 10-year, $300 million contracts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The majority of these baseball players aren't making that kind of money. So I'm thinking if it goes to the players, I think some of the ones who aren't, you know, who don't have those big contracts might vote yes, so they can get back in and start making some more money again. So I'm with you guys. I think it is too soon, and, you know, maybe hopefully most players have, you know, money enough stashed away so they don't have to do that. But you never know, man. When it comes to taking care of your family, sometimes you risk it for the biscuit. So who knows? I'm not really sure which way this is going to sway or not.
I just think it has to come down to like everybody's health and well-being. At the end of the day, you know, sports organizations and the leagues cannot be selfish without taking all the health precautions in measure. Like what happened with the NBA, like the minute one person had it, like the whole thing shut down. So it would be detrimental to the league if they open back up and then something much more serious happens to a player.
Definitely. And kind of to piggyback off of that too, you know, it's like you said, it took one player in the NBA for everything to shut down. But what I'm curious about too, if you look at the UFC with Dana White having the fight this past weekend,
Right.
it might also take just one organization to get things started to get sports back started up again. So you just never know. It could really sway either way. Baseball, basketball, football could look at the UFC and be like, you know what, they did okay without fans. None of their fighters after the fact ended up with anything. They took those precautions. Even the commentators like, you know, Joe Rogan and DC, you know, Daniel Cormier, they all sat separately. Like even the commentators weren't sitting next to each other. So Dana White took I think he took the right precautions, whether or not it was right for them to do this or not. But if nobody ends up getting sick, no one ends up getting, a COVID-19 case, he could very well start sports back up, just as well as the NBA kind of stopped them. So
Right.
we'll see what happens. July 4th is still pretty much 2 months away. We're only on May 12th. So we'll see what happens.
We can actually piggyback off of that into UFC if you want to talk about this real quick. I was too cheap. I didn't buy the paper and I didn't do the stream. But I did see the Cowboy fight. I think it should have been free too, but I thought the Cowboy Pettis fight was pretty good. I thought Cowboy got robbed. I love him. He's a great fighter, but it might be time for him. The other ones, I just saw the highlight. I'd like to hear your take on it since you watched it.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. It was dope. Dude, the card was crazy. The card was amazing. I really liked the Pettis-Cerrone fight. I actually see it kind of sucked because I do think Pettis did win the fight, honestly. But when Pettis poked him in the eye, Cerrone knew he got poked in the eye, but Pettis said it was closed fist. But replay showed he took all fingers all to his eye, so he couldn't see. So he stopped when the hoping the referee was going to call something, and he did it, and Pettis just stole on him after that. Pettis came in there and was just bop, 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 it kept going. But I do agree, Cerrone, though, is a monster. I love Cowboy to death, man. He's a true warrior. I don't know if he's going to stop yet, because he constantly says, this is how he takes care of his family, you know what I mean? And, he's just one of those dudes just going to keep fighting. I do think what he should do, though, is take some time off to get a bigger fight if money is the issue, because he's just fighting, man. He's been in every UFC fight night for the last couple of rounds. So maybe he should take a month or two off, or pay-per-view or two off, and come back a little bit stronger, train a little bit more. But the main event for me was the highlight of the whole thing. That Dana White couldn't have picked a better one, man. It was crazy. It was legit. Ferguson got mopped, but I will say, though, Homeboy's got an iron jaw, man. I cannot believe he did not go down. If anybody else saw it, dude, it is crazy. He was just taking licks, man, and he held through, but ended up, the ref ended up having to call it, which I'm surprised he lasted that long, because, like I said, he was taking licks. His whole face was just beat up.
Yeah, those after.
Shout out to AZ, too.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Gahey, he's from Sanderson, I think, or something like that, Arizona, or Stanford. He's in Sanford, Arizona. So shout out to him, man. He came up big for the interim title. And if Khabib's watching this or sees this, man, stop running, dog. You don't fight for a champion, man. He don't fight nowhere near enough. He be dodging fights left and right. He got to, man. I'm sorry. He got to come back and fight.
I think Dana White kind of messed this one up, though, because they could have set up it up differently to get more fights, including McGregor, out of this. But now that Ferguson got mopped like that, it's not as attractive anymore, those different matchups. So I think they kind of might have misstepped there. But, it's just one of those things that's how it had to happen. So, but, it's hard to win because the fans want the best fights, but they also don't want to wait too long either. So.
No, for sure. But if Khabib is stuck in, Russia or whatever, I would actually like to see. I want to see McGregor have at least one more fight before he fights Gahey. So I'd really like for him to, one more fight before he fights him. But that would be a really good fight. That would be a really good fight too. And if McGregor can win in that fight, then I think his next fight's a rematch with Khabib.
I like what McGregor said after these fights, how, at first he kind of was opposed of not fighting without fans, but after he saw this fight, he's with it. So that was interesting to see him come out and state that. So yeah, I kind of feel like Dana White is kind of the trendsetter right now on reigniting sports somehow. And also, like, UFC lends itself because it's not that many people involved versus football where you have 50, 60 different people, different players. So, you know, definitely UFC was fun. That 20-second knockout was insane.
Oh, that's my boy. He needs to be the interim champion. You know what I mean? Like, I forget the current champ's name right now, but I know he's currently doing stuff, in the medical field right now because he is a doctor and the pandemic going around. So, like, I think that's cool and everything, but they need to have some type of interim belt right now because dude's a beast. Like, he's been killing everybody within like 20 seconds of the first round. And I think the one match that he had that didn't last 20 seconds was like a minute 11 or something like that in the first round. He's good. He's beasting everybody. In my opinion, he's definitely the champ, and I love how humble he is, man. Like, he be coming through and just whopping dudes out, knocking them out so quick, and then his interviews begin. He'd be like, he'd begin. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, he was a great fighter, but I'm just in here. I'm doing my thing right now, and you know what I mean. I should be the champion, but my time will come. There's a lot of great fighters in the UFC right now, and I'm enjoying my time. Like, he's so humble, dude. Like, he's so humble. It cracks me up, man. He's amazing, dude.
You think he's ready for stardom, though? So it's the next step. You think he's ready for it?
Absolutely. The dude that he fought is just as big as he is, weighs just as much as he is, and like he was scared. Like he was terrified. Like, he was like running away, like, oh no, like, it was crazy.
We got a fan said, we're glad that DWade was able to overcome that hurdle, hoping the boxing will resume in June as well. Top Rank and Golden Boy needs to put together some good fight cards. Yeah, they got to now.
Yeah, they got to.
Fill them up. So
yeah,
you got to do it.
Completely agree.
So I look forward to that. I'm thinking like around June, July, it's going to be happening. Watch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Maybe Mayweather.
To me, I prefer watching boxing over UFC for sure.
What?
Yeah, me too. That's why I was quiet while y'all was talking, because I was like, I can't even say anything because I'm not into that stuff.
I'm into both. I love both.
I'm into both, but the crazy in me likes the brutalness of UFC. Like, I know that sounds insane, but like, these dudes come out looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame with like the eyes swollen stuff. Like, I know that, yeah, UFC is a whole different animal. I love the opportunities for knockouts. Like, that just makes the fight, you know what I'm saying? And in boxing, it takes a lot longer for that to develop. And then also like the strikes and the kicks on UFC, man, when you see them boys take like a roundhouse to the face, sheesh.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think UFC was gonna last as long. I said I'd give them a couple of years. Somebody gonna die and they're gonna be gone. But they've been doing their thing. So I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be over with quick, because I said that's beautiful. Like, you can kick in the face, you can hit with your fist. I'm like, it ain't gonna last long.
Definitely.
It's great. Do you guys know when it started? Like the first time, was it like early 90s?
80s?
Was it 80s UFC?
I gotta look that up. Good question.
I think it was 80s though.
Well,
good question.
I'm just gonna put in UFC number 1. 1993, UFC 1.
That's still way back. I didn't think it was even that much back.
So it's been a minute.
Yeah.
And shout out to some I follow. We got
that was
Trever,
like the Gracie brothers and everything.
Oh yeah, probably so.
Oh, Marcus, speaking of like somebody would die, it says as of April 2019, there have been 7 recorded deaths resulting from sanctioned contests and 9 from unregulated bouts.
Wow. Was it televised? I didn't know that was happening.
I don't know. That's a good question, but
I hope
it might have happened after too.
Yeah.
So actually, hopefully I don't butcher this, but we had a comment from is it Uni Landa?
Yeah.
Okay, so Uni said that UFC just needs to better compensate their fighters, and I completely wholeheartedly agree, man. Completely agree. That's the reason why Henry Cejudo essentially announced his like early retirement right now. because he's been going through and he's been killing it, man. He's been defending his title, he's been winning his matches, and one of his biggest issues is the fact that he feels like he's not getting paid enough, you know what I mean, to continue doing what he's doing and the way he's been doing it. So I agree. Like even like the biggest fighters in the UFC don't harbor any of the money that like some of the big name boxers do. You know what I mean? So I'd agree with that. I think UFC makes a ton of money and they should be able to, compensate these guys from damn near getting killed in the octagon, you know what I mean, for them, you know what I'm saying? So completely agree, man. UFC's got to get their money right.
Hey guys, my mom just joined our live. So
what up, moms? What's going on?
Yeah.
Moms, happy belated Mother's Day. I hope you got everything you wanted. And what can you comment and let us know what Mara got you? Make sure it's something good. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. That's dope.
That's so dope. I'm like, my mom was watching.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's why boxing's kind of cool. How they can control their own thing too.
Yeah, that's why
Who is that? Who's on the road?
That's me, fam. Like, man, I'm telling you. No, that's the crazy part about it. My windows aren't open, dog. There's like some random dude who just be smashing down fairway every single day. Like he be whipping. I be like, bro, it's 35 down this street, fam. Chill. Like,
he ain't going 35.
He for sure not going 35. And then it's funny too because like I know I'm getting old, right? Because all I want to do is call the cops all the time. Like all I want to do is just call them up and be like, "Look, I need y'all to chill."
You gonna be on those one on the side road, look like his license.
Pretty much. It's about to be Tekashi Snitch 9 out this mug. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know he's not part of our thing. I don't know too much about the dude. But can I ask, like, how did this dude get so many like views that fast? Like he blew up Instagram, like blew that mug up. Like he got so many views on his YouTube, on his video called Buddha or whatever. Yeah. He got like 40 million views in one day. I'm like, how did that happen? People just want to see is he really out on something?
That's exactly what it was. Everyone just wanted to see kind of like what he was at, what he was doing, what he got to talk about. I didn't even tune in. I can't stand that dude at all.
Man, but he came with the heat though. Like he wasn't backing down. He wasn't changing. He was like, I'm doing what I'm doing. Talking. He talking crazy still. I'm like, wow, this dude was a bold dude. Like,
he gonna end up dead though. That's the problem.
So the funny thing about it though is, like he comes out talking so much noise, right? And I'm gonna say this out there real quick: the Latino delegation will donate 6ix9ine to the light skin delegation immediately. But supposedly he had put his video as an advertisement on YouTube. So like his numbers were inflated regardless. That was part one. And part two, like he came out talking so much noise, right? And supposedly somebody recorded him like on the balcony of the apartment complex where he was at. And they leaked that address. So the FBI was on it immediately. Like they were on it immediately to get him moved to a different location because they leaked the address. So I'm with it. Like Strizzy said, like something's going to happen to that dude. We had Anthony comment that he's good at marketing himself, and he might be good at marketing himself for a while, but I don't think it's going to be too long. He's not going to last too long. And then that video, he like did the little switch with the umbrella. I just saw after. I didn't watch live. And it was like the rat emoji. I'm like, bruh, that was too much. Like, you really out here snitching and a rat and having...
He even said it, though. He said, yeah, I've been snitching. He said, y'all would do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? People sleep with my baby mom and all that. So I told on him. I'm like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not having that. No.
I'm sorry we went that way. I was just wondering about that. I don't know too much about it, dude. Hey, I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to snitch on you. Hey, if I got to do a night in jail, and
it's like night in jail.
If it's a 1 hour, hey, you need to know what? Hey, yeah, it was Rufus over here. Leon was over here selling something, and then my boy Eldridge over there. He was doing something too. So I'm telling on everybody. So don't tell me no secrets. Don't tell me to keep nothing. if I gotta go to jail for y'all for any amount of time, I'm snitching. So you heard it here.
He said, "Don't tell me to keep nothing."
Don't tell me that. Don't give me no drugs or hide nothing. Hey, he gave me this right here. He gave me all this.
Yo.
All right, y'all. Let's get back out to sports in those seconds. I'm pretty sure we can go all day with Kashi snitch ass. But yeah, let's hey Dub, hit us back up. Get us back on track, baby.
Well, so we had the cleanups of the week. So hold on one second. The only cleanup we really had though is we did get placed into YouTube jail and we did get placed into Facebook jail briefly. So we want to apologize for that. I did update the video on YouTube.
I said, Mama,
Yeah, I updated
we made it. We got blocked on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, definitely not the best look though. We definitely want people to be able to see what we're putting out. So we got it fixed on YouTube, and then Facebook's supposed to be updated now. So we'll see.
Are we gonna tell them what happened?
Except we'll be out of Facebook jail soon.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about why we're blocked.
Well, we watched. So yeah, last week we watched Last Dance, so we watched some segments together. We did a little screen share, and so any type of money or off of our podcast or anything like that, but ESPN stepped in and was like, nah, you can't be showing this. So we understand. We edited the videos and the YouTube one is fixed, but not the Facebook one yet. So we just won't be able to watch together, but it's fun to watch stuff together and kind of point stuff out. But yeah, so we'll try to be good. So we'll try.
Just to be petty, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to screen record all the episodes. I'm gonna put it on a private drive, and then we're gonna watch it together. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's mine, so it's on my thing. So I'm gonna do it that way.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna do that because we might.
You know what I'm saying?
It sounded
I'll be good. Sorry. I'm sorry. ESPN. I was just playing.
So
they haven't come after us about the logo yet, though.
We can just talk about it. Oh, hey, Trever.
Yeah, we do have the Facebook page and the YouTube page.
Yeah, I
and
just
all the comments come in.
Link.
Yeah, we're doing
that logo's tight. What kind of bot is that?
We are Gundam.
What happened?
Gundam. I got a couple little ones. I never built them. Just buy stuff and I never use it.
Oh, you should reveal those and go live when you build it.
Hey, Shu. We got Shu McMuthiala.
It'll take forever.
Yeah.
Shoot.
So we're gonna do NFL talk next.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I was gonna pull up our schedules too. I want to do a prediction for our teams because the schedules did come out, or at least talk about them.
Yeah.
And I was hoping Myra, you would do the Texans, and the three of us, and then Strizzy, I got to pull up the Panthers one for you right now too. I was trying to find little cool pictures of them from Instagram and stuff, but I am ill prepared, so I apologize for that. But what do you want to start with? You want to do Panthers, Texans, or Cowboys first?
Let's do Panthers first.
I just had it up. Where'd it go?
The Chiefs. Okay. The Chiefs are going to do well this season. Anthony saying they're going back to back. The Chiefs are going to do well this season.
Yeah. We can go Panthers first.
Oh, that's coming up after I'm taking a look at it.
Yeah, so we got so I have them go to and this is our team is so different from last year. Our team is so different from last year, man. So this is actually kind of tough, kind of difficult. So I kind of base it off of the how the teams fared last year. So I have us going 8-8. You know, I have us going 8-8. We must even out the season. We got our first home game is against the Raiders. I have us winning that one. Second game is away against the Buccaneers. Have us losing that game. I have us beating the Chargers next. I have us beating the Cardinals. I have us losing to the Falcons at home, at their home, so it's away for us. I have us beating the Bears too. Still unsure how they're going to look next year.
Y'all gonna be 5-1. Look at y'all.
Yeah, the first part of the schedule is easy. It gets a little bit more difficult towards the end. I have us losing against the Saints, then I have us winning the Falcons, losing to the Chiefs, losing to the Bucks, beating the Lions. I have us losing to the Vikings. We'll beat the Broncos. We'll lose to Green Bay. We'll beat the Redskins, and we'll lose to the Saints. So I have us getting swept by the Saints and the Bucks this year.
Y'all gonna beat the Bucks at least once, man. Come on, man.
Maybe, man. Their defense.
So what did that come out to?
He said 8-8.
Yeah, it was 8-8.
So what did that come out to?
8-8. Yeah.
Wow.
And it just depends too. I have no idea what these other teams are going to look like next year. But
that was just me
basing it off of this past year.
I wouldn't get yourself swept in divisional games because it don't matter. Divisional games, bad or good, you got a shot to win those games. So I would give you 2 more wins.
No faith in Teddy B.
We'll see. I don't have us getting swept by the Falcons. Saints have been sweeping us for the last couple of years though, so we'll see. They might. And then if Bucks can pull everything together, they're going to be just as good as the Saints, if not better, in my opinion. So just those two, but I think we can get the Falcons.
So who we got next? Texans.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Let me try to pull them up. Theirs doesn't look as cool.
Anthony, you absolutely right, dog. You absolutely right. It's gonna be deep. It's about to be deep.
Haters are gonna hate. Well, I'll go ahead and start while you go ahead and pull that up, A-Dub. So we know the Texans off-season movements by getting rid of
Nuke.
Yeah, by getting rid of Nuke was terrible. So that definitely decreased them on the offensive side. And then, what is coaching going to do to find another receiver to replace him? Their pass rush has always been questionable. I think it's just an overall bad look for the Houston Texans this year. I do root for both my Texas teams, so that's why I took on the Texans in this round, just to kind of talk about them. But I'm with Strizzy on this one. I really think the Texans will go 8-8 at best. It's going to be a tough one. So if we take a look at their schedule right there, I got them taking a loss to the Chiefs to start, a loss to the Ravens, a loss to the Steelers, and a loss to the Vikings. So I think we're going to start off really, really rough in Texas with the Texans here.
They got a tough schedule. Dang, I'm just looking at it now. Like, y'all got a rough first 6-7 games. Dang, yo.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough start. I got them winning Minnesota. I got them winning against Jacksonville. I got them taking a loss to Tennessee. I got them taking a loss to Green Bay, win against Jacksonville, win at Cleveland, loss to the Patriots, win to the Lions. Without Tom, yes, you got Bill Belichick. He's stirring something up right now. And then who do we have for the Texans? It's going to be rough this year for the Texans. It's going to be changing. Time to change. I got them.
Don't forget about Randall Cobb.
I got a win for the Detroit Lions.
She didn't even comment.
No. I took the Texans because I'm from Texas, and I wanted to give us some variety. But this one is rough. This one is going to be rough. I got them taking a win against the Colts.
Whoa.
A loss against the Bears, and then a loss to the Colts. I don't see the Colts sweeping us. So whether those two games flip-flop, I see them taking one of those against the Colts. I got a win against Cincinnati, and I got a win against Tennessee at the end of the year because Tennessee is going to the playoffs, and at that last game, they're going to sit some important people, so we might get a win there. So at best, I call them 8-8.
That's pretty good though for that. Losing some key pieces.
Okay. It won't be too bad considering that schedule.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
But
it's
okay, who's
hard
next?
enough- it's hard enough to make predictions game by game, and it's much harder to make year of predictions 5 months in advance without knowing what happens, player injuries, so on and so forth. But at best, I say the Texans go 8-0.
Okay. Let me see.
While you're getting that up,
So I
Trevor
got you
just
down for
mentioned.
that.
I was gonna say, while you pull up the next one, Trevor just mentioned the AFC North possibly being the best division this year, and I think he might actually be right, man. That's a really big one too. Depending on how the Browns and Bengals shape up, I think the Browns will be better this year than they were last year. Hopefully, cross my fingers. I guess I don't know, but I think Bengals will definitely be better than they were last year. But I don't know how many changes they made to the offensive line, and the Steelers and Ravens pass rush is going to be nasty. So I feel like Joe Burrow, dog, better let that ball fly early, dog, because they coming, man. They coming for him.
Yeah, buddy.
For sure.
Because that Steelers defense is also nothing nice. It's nothing nice.
Yeah, look at that. Look, that's so cute. It look better than everybody else's schedule.
I know. How you gonna bring out the nice cowboy background?
And the crowd goes wild.
We ain't gotta look at that. We're gonna go 7.
The Texans didn't even have one on their website.
Dang, that's sad.
Damn shame.
We going 17-0, so we can keep the Cowboys. We go to another team. We undefeated, baby. We got CD Lamb, baby.
CeeDee Lamb and his
And they get Myles Garrett back.
CD Lamb is savage. Before he even played.
Yeah.
Give me my phone, girl. What's wrong with you?
His eyes are so crazy. Yeah.
He was like, no, don't play with me.
There was a meme that said, the moment you realize you're going to be a meme forever, and his girl's face was like.
For sure. Yeah. She's draft day legend right there. Every year we're going to see that.
For sure. All right. Who's next? Marcus.
But now for the Cowboys.
I can do it. I get to go to that.
Well, I'll say for the Cowboys, I got us like 11-5. I got us going like 11-5 just because these games, they all look good. Like, and how we match up is pretty legit, but the Steelers, Vikings, Ravens, it's tough. And so they're not going to get through this totally unscathed, but I think they'll do all right, and they're going to win the division. So that's all that matters.
Who are the 5 losses to?
I would say the Seahawks, and then probably the Vikings, the Ravens, the Niners, and then the other one is going to just be one of these Eagles or Giants games, like one of these division games. Not sure which.
I got you. I can't tell who the opener is. Who's the opener against?
The Rams at the new stadium.
The Rams.
Because Jerry built
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because basically since Jerry built that stadium and he was so key in getting the Rams out there to LA, that I think that's what gave the opener.
Nice.
Basically. So Marcus has had to step away, but I'm going to put him down right now for 16-0. So I can win.
Right.
Got him.
Yo,
no, but I think 11-5, 10-6, 12-4 would be awesome.
Yo,
sure.
Trevor, I so agree.
That's like a credit union sign.
It's trash.
Thanks.
Rams logo is trash. We had talked about that a couple of episodes ago where we previewed their logo, and that is terrible. That LA with the horns, we criticized their marketing team on that. If your one goal is to give us a dope logo and that's what you gave us, that's trash. And then it's LA, it's go big or go home. And that Los Angeles Rams logo, I agree. It looks like a credit union sign, 100%.
Or like a news team. Good morning, good morning, LA.
Good morning, LA. reporting live from the Los Angeles.
Yeah. So, okay, Marcus, do you want to make a prediction? You want me to pull that back up or no?
I already did mine. 17-0. Hey,
You're playing an extra game.
you know what I'm saying? Nah, for real. I would say 11-5 sounds about right. But I don't think we're gonna lose to the Vikings though. I think the only time we'll lose to maybe the Ravens, which I think will surprise them. Because we know the hard game we're supposed to lose every year. We win those kind of games. Like a couple of years ago, we supposed to lose to the Saints. We beat them. You know what I'm saying? So I think the hard game we win every year. Like last year against the Jets, we were supposed to win. We don't win. It just depends on how it's going.
Right.
But I think this year we'll be good because we got a better coach this year. I think we got an experienced coach. I think we got experienced Dak. We'll have a full year with Zeke. So I think they'll make it where the pressure is going to be off of CeeDee Lamb. So I think no pressure on him. He just go out there and play just to play. I think he'll be a big part of the team, and he'll fit right in. And a big key on the offense, what people not talking about right now, is going to be a big key for us. Is Jarwin, the tight end. I think he's going to have a big year this year in that offense because everybody going to be worried about everybody else, and he's going to kill because he's a tight end. He's a big tight end, and he has speed, man. So I think they'll put some plays on for him, and I think he'll be a big key for us. But I think offense going to win games, defense going to be semi-okay. But I think we're going to win games for the offense, not the defense. So I think we'll be fine. So I'll say 11-5 too. It would be good.
I think another key is going to be.
I couldn't hear you. Say it again, Adele.
I think Tony Pollard. I was saying I think another key would be Tony Pollard. I think he's going to have a breakout year this year.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right.
So since Trever,
do you want to do the jersey? I was
gonna say since Trever and Anthony are talking a lot on the thing. Hey, give us a prediction on your team. So we're gonna move on, but give us a prediction of the Chargers and Chiefs. What you guys gonna do this year? And we'll go to the next segment though.
Yeah. The only other thing I was gonna say is the jerseys was pretty cool. Tua is the leading jersey seller, right ahead of Tom Brady, and then it goes Lamb, Burrow, Gronk, and Jerry Judy.
See, Lamb's up there too. Wow, I didn't know he got his number though.
Cowboys fans, come on, dog.
Wow,
Come on.
That's nothing. I didn't like the 88 number for CeeDee Lamb though. I didn't like that. I wish he'd have got another number. I don't like the 88.
Me too.
He's gonna be a slot guy. So 88, nah, I don't like that. I don't like the 88.
And just because of the history.
Strizzy says he's not going to be a slot guy though.
Boy, he's this year he is. It already came out. He's gonna be a slot guy.
For me, also, it's the history of number 88 with the Cowboys. Like, that's Michael Irvin. You won't come out and put up better numbers than Michael Irvin?
And Drew Pearson and Dez.
I think
Dez only one didn't get a ring though with the 88. I
think he should have made gotten a different number. Make your mark with a different number, especially within the Cowboys organization, because there's been, Dez Bryant as well, wore 88. So
that's another reason why I didn't like it either, because that's no chance Dez coming back either to play. So I thought they'll say no for Dez to come back, even though people say he can't play no more. But I think he'll be a good additional piece, like a fourth receiver around goal line. You throw it up to him, I think he grabbing it down. I won't give it to him like a slant and like that, but I think goal line, I think he'll have been a good piece for us just to have him. But I guess not, because him and Dak was doing workouts, but I don't know.
I've always said Dez still has something in the tank to come back and play. And the fact that he's a big receiver and can just go up there and get it would be beneficial to anybody. But of course, how those pieces go. Anthony says Chiefs go 14-2 with a loss to the Ravens and a loss to the Broncos. Man,
14-2. Yeah.
He said they bringing the band back together. He said we ain't lose nobody on offense. We coming off the Super Bowl, baby. Patrick Mahomes about to get hella money.
I mean, down 10 in the fourth quarter, they going 14-2. Let's go, Chiefs.
I can't knock it. The Chiefs are nasty, but offense is ridiculous. As long as Mahomes. Say it again.
Do Mahomes get paid this year or next year?
He hasn't got paid yet.
Not yet.
Is he gonna be this year though? He gonna get paid?
Or he might wait till next year.
Yeah, he can wait till next year.
Hey, this year, hey, they done. So they better wait till next year for him to get paid. If you know you get paid, you be flossing on them boys. You don't care about playing no more. So we'll see.
And I think next year too, I think more people are up for contract extensions. So, but there's also more money to go around. I think the following year. So we'll see. We'll see how that works.
A-Dub, do you get paid? Because they say he don't get paid the highest ever, like around 42. So do you take that 42 because you can't get nobody else? And does it seem selfish, or you take it because it's there? What do you think?
It's not my job to manage the cap. It's my job to get paid.
Dang. All right.
He
I'll
already
take it.
know.
And he's gonna get like
We're the
45 or 50.
You think that much?
Yeah. I think
As long
so.
as coronavirus doesn't mess up the cap too much next year, the cap is supposed to keep going up. So
Exactly.
I think he will.
Wow.
Cap's going up. You're right. You're gonna get anywhere from 45 to 50 million a year, and he exercised the fifth year. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're okay. His agent apparently is not in a rush to really do it, but he's gonna get paid.
But
And the Chiefs had the lowest salary in the league last year.
But you said 50 though. Like that's 50.
Let me hold
I think so.
Let me hold a milli.
Man, he's 3
Thank you,
years
bro.
in, AFC Championship, and then the following year Super Bowl. Like, kid's gonna get his money.
At 24. He's 24, right?
Something like that.
25.
He's young.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plenty of time to play.
That's gonna break some records right there, boy. 50, God.
You know what I really liked about Patrick
Let's do-
Mahomes this year was the fact that he went down with that injury and we like entirely forgot about him, and then he came back in the playoffs and like tore it up. He made his presence known.
Remember we were talking about that too on Slack. We were like, everybody forgot. Like he
Disappeared.
had the kneecap and he missed 2 weeks, and everybody got attracted to Lamar Jackson that quick.
Yo, it's funny too. Like, okay, so you think about what he might make after this his next contract, right? So let's just say he starts making 40 in between of 40 to 50 million, whatever. The next big quarterback's contract to come up, like if he goes in like I want Mahomes money, like as an organization, you were like go get me a Mahomes Super Bowl, or like you know what I'm saying? Like if Lamar Jackson is still putting on the numbers he's putting but doesn't have a Super Bowl, he wants Mahomes money. Do you give it to him?
Well, I think he's in a rare category where he already had the Super Bowl before he got paid. Most backs get paid on potential and what they can do, not what they've already done, and he's already done it too. So he's gonna get paid.
I think he's gonna get paid too. I think he's gonna get paid too. I just wasn't sure. It's like because I feel like sometimes it's like, well, yeah, I know you want Mahomes money, but you're not Mahomes. Like, so we gonna pay you nice,
but he will
we
pay
just
the
ain't
way
gonna
I
pay you
guess.
that nice. I'm not talking about just Lamar Jackson in general. I'm just talking about like quarterbacks as a whole. Because you know what I'm saying, like right now, what the average is, what 31 million is the average, I think, because that's what Dak got 31 for his, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Dak got.
For the franchise tag, yeah.
Yeah, for the franchise, because that's the league minimum for quarterbacks. But yeah, it's good. I don't know, man. That position is definitely going up.
Trever says, I wonder when players are going to figure out you can't have both. Can't get paid and be competitive. I get that isn't their problem, but I don't want to hear about not having help when you soak up all the cap room. A little Giselle Bonchen there. Who's he going to throw it to?
Himself?
Himself. But Dak
Getting that paid.
Dak gonna get 34. At least 34.
We need to look at Trevor's prediction too. Did we talk about this yet?
Here we go. So, hey, just posted it right now.
Trever says, I think at best the Chargers go 8-8. Lots of close games on the schedule, like both Raiders and both Bronco games. Panthers, Jets, Bills, and Jags could go either way. Would like to think we can take care of the Dolphins and the Bengals. Would like to think.
I'm with it.
You're not giving them enough credit. They're gonna be good.
Hopefully, they got
Perfect gonna come in there and kill. Watch, he gonna have big numbers.
old boy, the new quarterback. So hopefully they make some things happen out there.
The defense is going to be really good and solid, and
Definitely.
if the running game is a little bit better, more consistent, it'll be good.
So we're going next NBA talk.
Yeah, let's switch to NBA talk. We can talk about Last Dance real quick.
What before? Yeah, go ahead. We can do the Last Dance.
No, talk. What were you gonna say?
No, I was on side. I just seen a tweet that from Chris Haynes. It says that NBA superstar LeBron James, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, Giannis, Kevin Durant, and Kawhi Leonard and Steph Curry, they had a private conference call on Monday establishing the united front of resuming the season. Ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. They ain't playing this year. So they can have a conference call all they want. Yeah, I ain't playing this year.
I agree. I think it's lost. I think it's lost.
Charles Barkley said he hope it don't come back. he on vacation. He don't want it to come back. So being serious, I don't think it's coming back this year. It's a wrap. Let's get ready for some football, baby.
Can you pull the ticker back up? Hey, Doug.
Which one?
The restart ticker, which he just had up right now. So yeah, according to ESPN, Silver said he's still hopeful the playoffs can feature a traditional best-of-7 series at 2 fanless sites. So do you guys think that'll happen? Possibly Vegas for the West and Disney World for the East. Y'all think it's gonna happen?
I think it might be too late.
It's so late.
It sounds good. They don't want to play. They don't want to play right now. They don't want to play. Good.
Everybody's on vacation.
Well,
I think that'll be very hard for players. Like we've had this is quarantine day, probably like 60 some already. So you've been away from the game of basketball for 2 months already. That's so hard to come back and get rhythm for playoffs. And then playoff contention, you're facing the best teams within the league. So yeah, I agree with you all. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's too late. Of course, we know the league wants to make something happen because of the possibility of revenue during NBA playoffs. But I think the pandemic just kind of threw this whole thing in a loop, and I think it's a wrap for the NBA season.
I agree. I think it's too late for them to get the entire playoffs off, especially a best-of-7 series still. I mean, granted, I guess they've had 2 months off, but then after the playoffs, we're basically gearing up for 2020-21 season. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know if they don't have something like in mind to propose and like right now that go with. I don't see it. I don't see it starting back up.
I think it's kind of funny how our emotions have been all over the place with this because of the pandemic. Like some weeks we're like, yeah, it's coming back. And now we're like, oh, at this point, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want it back. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just don't see it happening realistically.
Right.
I don't want it back. Yeah.
Man, speaking of Vegas, shout out to my boy Prince, man. Just signed with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, we gotta hit him up. We gonna party in Vegas next season.
That's 4 hours away. Let's hit it up. Let's go.
Oh, yo, almost deaf.
Good trip right there.
We're going to Vegas, baby.
Yes, sir.
Wait, are we? Oh, I didn't look at the schedule. Do we play them this year? Hey, Doug?
No.
Dang.
No.
Hey, whoever playing them, we going down there. Let's go. I want to go this year.
I'm so down.
I want to go to the Chiefs game. Maybe I'm gonna see if maybe my cousin from Missouri will be coming out and maybe meet him up there.
But y'all saying that we can't go to the game this year, so.
True.
Oh yeah, it depends.
I'm not worried about going to the game. I'm just gonna go out there and party with him. Just
you partying, you might as well go to the game. If we can't go to the game, we can't party, right?
Let me get one of them boxes, man. Just let me get the box. Let me get the box. I won't tell nobody.
Yeah, so we'll see, man. So we're gonna talk about this Last Dance now.
But
what's good, Jess?
Well, no, actually. What
Hey,
to do?
Morgan.
What up, Jesse? What's on, Jesse Jones? Hey, girl.
That's my best friend, Jesse.
Oh, hey, girl.
People, let me tell you about my best friend.
I hope you have no other best friends on here. They're like, oh, really?
Ooh.
So she's your best friend. Okay. I got you.
No, it's understood.
Okay. I'm just checking. If we don't see you next episode, we know what happened.
We know what
Best
happened.
friend card. I'm just saying.
Oh man. But no, since Marcus, since you're saying there's no NBA, we might as well just go to our SLAC simulator now.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about, before we jump to the SLAC simulator, the NBA postponing the draft. I mean, because that kind of coincides with us not having a season and the NBA postponing the draft. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, I think they have to because they don't know the seeding yet, or like who would get the most ping pong balls and all that stuff. So I think that's why they delayed it for now.
How are they going to do that? Like,
that's why it's canceled.
Look at the record and where they ended, and then figure out seeding at that point.
Or maybe if they actually do a playoffs, then do the seeding after that. I don't know.
Yeah, so I understand.
It's weird.
I understand now with you bringing up that perspective, like postpone the lottery, because if the playoffs do happen, then your records do change, which means seeding is different for your lottery picks.
Right.
But if neither of those happen, are they looking at retroactively looking at where records ended at the time that the pandemic started, or what? That's going to be interesting to see how they do the draft picks. I mean, that's going to be
from Rudy Day.
Yeah, that's going to be a big shift in where draft picks fall.
Yeah. But it's weird. The draft isn't that hyped yet. There's not that many good candidates. But I'm hoping my boy from Georgia goes number one. Cool.
Yeah, he's gonna be
we'll
nice.
See though.
He's gonna be nice.
All right. I stole the thunder. Let's go to our SLAC simulator now.
No, you didn't. It's all good. I did want to talk about that one too. All right, so this is our finals in our hypothetical SLAC simulator.
So for our SLACers,
we've got A-Dubs Lakers.
Yeah, so for who are
talk to
SLACers who haven't tuned into this, so we did a SLAC simulator of if playoffs ended at the time of the pandemic, and this was our playoff seeding, who do we think would end up in certain seats? So we went down 3 weeks ago. We started with 8 teams on the East, 8 teams on the West. Last week, we went down to 4 and 4, and this week we are down to our finals. So if we were to have a finals, according to that record, we have the Lakers in the West, which is the A-Dubs team, and we have the Milwaukee Bucks on the East, represented by Marcus.
And Trever.
And Trever.
Trever, if he wants to get on, he can help me do this. Hey, Trever, you want to come do this? You got time. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll finish. So I'll let A-Dub go first. So if Trever want to get on here, we probably help him out.
I was just gonna tell Trever too, real quick, that I had the Lakers in the West and the 76ers in the East, so I had multiple teams, multiple chances at this.
Right? You know what I'm saying? It's 50-50.
No, I would go with the Lakers in this series. I just think that the Bucks are a really good, well-rounded team, and if Giannis is doing his thing, I mean, it's tough. But I think we saw in the middle of the year when the Lakers did play the Bucks, they finally kind of got at him, and I think that was the game where they put the around. I think that it would be sort of how that game would go. I think it would be probably 4-2 though. The Bucks would definitely get a couple maybe at home, or at least maybe even still one on the road. I don't know, but the Lakers would win out. LeBron would do his thing. He can't afford to lose. So
yeah, I agree.
Lakers.
Yeah, I agree. I think Lakers winning too, but I think it's the finals. Giannis is going to have a great series. I think he'll have a great series, but I just don't think he has enough to help him win the whole series. because you still Lakers they have AD. They don't have an answer for him. And then LeBron, I think Giannis gonna be holding him a lot, so he won't be able to do on both ends like he normally do in the series. But I think they lose the first game. The Bucks lose the first game, win the second game in LA, and then go back and win that first one. And then after that, I think the Lakers win the last one in Milwaukee and go home and finish them off. So yeah, I say 4-2 Lakers. And this year they might take it 7 because we need more games to watch if they did play. So I think they probably make it go 7 for the money and everything to try to make up for it.
It's like no foul.
So
no foul. I ain't seen no foul.
Yeah, you never know. So, but yeah, I think they definitely would have been the final preview. I think the Lakers and Bucks would have won this year the way they were playing. So, and you never know. You never know. The Lakers playing the Clippers in the Western Conference.
Clippers.
If it wins 7, it might have been a hard series for them and kind of wore them down a little bit. So you never know. It might be to the Bucks' advantage. I think the Bucks would have been fresh coming to the finals. So like I said, you never know. I don't know. I think my prediction is 4-2, but you never know.
Is Antetokounmpo out of his contract this year?
Yeah, I think this year. I said at the beginning of the year that he was gonna go to the Warriors, but I don't know now. I don't think he's gonna go. I think he'll stay since he didn't get to defend with the Bucks. So I don't know.
So Trevor had something to say on our Facebook Live feed. You can pull that up real quick.
Let me just
that's what I said last week. Talk about that guard
This is
play.
what it would look like.
Who was it? The Lakers?
I was gonna say this is what it would look like on the way home after the championship.
That's the one being there. And then you got your boy back there. He don't play for 10 no more. He'll have been gone. Yeah,
He'll
right
be here.
there. No, he got. Didn't he get released?
That's my real guy. Caruso?
No. The other guy played for the Rockets. He shoot threes. You know what I'm talking about, Myra?
Troy Daniels.
Troy Daniels. He got released. So
Daniels. Yeah, he left.
He got signed with the Nuggets.
But y'all remember that photo from earlier this year?
Yeah.
Okay, what was Trevor saying? I'm sorry.
Trevor said basically for the Bucks to win, their guard play needs to smash the Lakers guards. And to all be Giannis because he's going to match LBJ and AD at best.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I think last week, a couple weeks ago, like they have to get a lot out of Chris Middleton and Bledsoe. If they can get some really good play and like defense out of both of them, I think the series is a lot tougher than what we think. I agree with you guys though. I think it goes for 6 games, 4-2. But if they can get some good play out of their guards, it could definitely go either way. But LeBron owns the East, man. He might be in the West Coast, but he still owns the East, dog. Like, I don't know. Oh, and then they talking about that All-Star NBA meeting. So I guess between LeBron, Chris Paul, Dame, Giannis, Westbrook, KD, AD, Kawhi, Steph Curry, they're all in favor of starting the season or continuing the season.
Ain't gonna happen.
They're all in favor of it.
Ain't gonna happen. You can favor all you want. Ain't happening.
I don't think it's happening either. But hey, if they go to Silver and they're like, yo, we want to play, it's gonna give him more reason for him to make that money.
Speaking about quarantine time, why is LeBron James out here looking like Kimbo Slice?
That's tight.
What?
I like Kimbo LeBron. I like that.
I kind of like Kimbo LeBron too, though. Not gonna lie. I hope he shaves his head though. He gotta shave his head all the way.
He ain't showing that head though. He ain't showing that head.
No, he's not showing that.
He ain't showing that.
He keeps the do-rag on.
Cause he getting it cut. That's why he don't want to show everybody he was getting it cut. He ain't slick. Cause if he wasn't getting cut, you can see it like being a little higher than normal. It still look the same. So yeah, he getting cut.
Saying, like LeBron makes so much money. We know somebody is coming to his crib and cutting him up. Like that beard is uncontrollable right now. I was like, why my man's look like Kimbo Slice right now?
He hella does like Kimbo Slice right now, though.
Weird. We all doing Kimbo. Rest in peace, Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, definitely. Kimbo was a beast.
Beast.
So. Yeah.
So, all right. Do you want to talk Last Dance real quick?
That's
Yeah, do that Last Dance. I think the 7 and 8 episode has been the best so far. I predicted the last 4 are gonna be good, so I think the next 2 Sunday gonna be phenomenal. But this one started when his dad passing, so it was kind of like, man, it kind of brought back memories, but at the same time, I got new feelings though, because I'm like, dang, I didn't realize how his daddy got killed. Like he got shot and threw in the river. Like
yeah, that's
like the Michael Jordan daddy. Like that's crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't make sense. They were like, well, he was tired, so he pulled over the side of the road, and then he got shot. Like, how do you know that? You wasn't there. Like, how you know he pulled on the side of the road and got shot? And but the whole thing is they were saying they say it was Jordan. And he didn't pay a debt some kind of way, and that's why, and all that kind of stuff. And that's what I heard as a kid. I was like, that's kind of messed up because he was betting and everything, which right now it don't make sense right now because he's Jordan. If he was that serious, he would have paid it. But it's just the way his dad got killed, shot, and threw in the river, and then you gotta like you Michael Jordan. That did to my dad. I'm like, it was just like, that's rough, man.
You see, the thing that really pulled on my heartstrings watching the whole passing of his dad was like the accusations where people were blaming Jordan for his dad passing. Like that sucks to have to deal with the death of a parent. And then on top of that, to have the scrutiny of the media, to have the scrutiny of other people saying that the reason your dad is dead is because of you. Like, I definitely understand how at that point in time, he could have just been so mentally drained with all the pressure of being the phenomenal athlete he was, and then having to deal with your dad's death and then scrutiny on top of that. So the start of 7 was really like tough for me and like eye-opening, like, man, like I can't even imagine being in his shoes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then I didn't realize too that his first game back with the Bulls against the Pacers, it was Father's Day. I'm like, God dang, I didn't realize all that happened like that.
That's tough.
And they showed the opening tip that you look, they kind of zoomed in a little bit. Like Jordan was crying, you could see it in his face. He was just like, because they were so close. That was his first game back without his dad being there, because his dad was always there. Well, I just can imagine all those emotions going on, man. I was like, wow, that's rough, man. He's always been there with him and stuff. So that was the beginning of episode 7. So it went from there.
What was you all's thoughts of so many people talking about what an asshole Jordan was, like as a teammate, how he would just push people, how he would just belittle people, how he was just on them all the time. What was your thoughts on that part?
I would say me and Shrizzy, I could say, because we play little basketball and stuff, I could say for us, you on team with Jordan, hey, he gonna talk crazy to you and everything, but it don't matter. We're gonna win. Like you can do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be like, oh, I was scared, because not trying to say a racist part of it, but growing up like us black men, like we're not gonna break down like, oh, he was so scared. Oh, we're gonna say he was mean, he was a jerk and everything, but at the same time, we won. Like we was undefeated. Like every time he went to the finals, I knew I was gonna win. So you do what you gotta do, push me, whatever, and do what you gotta do. But at the same time, I wouldn't say the bully part. The way I grew up, that's how they played. The best player, that's how they was. Kobe Bryant to me was a similar player. That's that breed in them. So I wouldn't say bully. To me, watching that, hey man, come on, man, you got worse than that. I had cursed me out and called me different names.
That's true.
Pretty much. So it was just, to me, it was normal for me how I grew up in sports. Talking like that, they fueled you. They wasn't like, oh man, he's scary. Oh, he's a bully. No, he's the best player on the team. He's the GOAT. That's what comes with it. I would expect that. If he don't do that, something wrong then. So that's what's happening to me.
Go ahead, Ada. What are you gonna say?
I'm just gonna say I agree with you. Especially because it's like if he was that bad, like some of the things is just not really that bad, not that big of a deal. High school football practice is worse than that. Like, but at the same time, it is easy to say it now for you, Marcus, because he won. But we have like the hindsight of looking back. If they were trash and the Bulls didn't win all those championships, then they'd be like, yeah, this guy's a jerk, and no one would love him or he wouldn't be beloved the same way, you know?
But if the player that's saying that is the second tier, so he already had 3 already. So you don't hear nothing from like Sky Pippen saying that, Harley Grant saying that, PJ Armstrong. They're not saying that. That's Jared Bushler. That's Bill Wensing. That's Steve Kerr. They saying
I
that.
feel you.
So to me, he won 3 already. So when I come on a team now, hey, he know how to he knows what it takes to win. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, this guy's a bully. I'm scared of him. That's the second thing. Those other guys never said that to me. So that's why I said that.
Right. Well, no, to a man though, I get that. Like as far as the teammates, I'm just saying like popular opinion or like the general public is easy to look back and say the ends justified the means because he got all the rings. That's all I was saying.
You see, for me, whenever you play a competitive sport, if your leader is not lighting a fire under your ass to be better, then what's the point of them being there? So I didn't see it as like, oh, he's a bully or he's just mean to his teammates. Like, no, he said it several times. Like, I played to win. So I was going to talk trash to other people to get them to play to win too. And in any team sport, shit, I want to win too. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with you, A-Dub. Like, they got the rings. He pushed his teammates to improve
100%.
and to get better. So I didn't see it as him being a bully. I just see him as being a fierce competitor. What Anthony said down there was that Russ has the same temperament. And Russ has that same mentality too. Like, Russ wants to go places and win. So he's going to talk noise to his teammates. He's going to do things to rile them up to be better. So I didn't see a problem with it.
I completely agree. So kind of going back to like what Marcus was saying, with us just kind of playing and how we grew up playing basketball. So I was hooping just last night, and there was a kid on my team. He's probably about 13 years old. And then we had 3 other dudes. You can tell they like to shoot around, but they're not real basketball players. And we played up against another five players, all black dudes, but they're probably all around 17, 18 years old. So they're young too, but obviously team-wise, they probably had a better team than what we had. And I immediately take over as like that guy on the team, right? Like that's my position. Like, I'm the best player on my team. But the kid that I had, he's 13 years old, and I kind of took him under my wing. It was basically like I was talking, not trash to him, but like, trying to pick him up. Like, don't let these dudes bully you. Like, I'm going to keep giving you the ball. You're going to keep taking it up. When you need help, you can look to me, but I want you to take it. And I just kept feeding it to every time he passed it to me. Like, if we needed to score, I'd go get a bucket. Otherwise, I was giving it back to him. And I was kind of like talking, that tough talk to him because I want him to be able to play with these older kids. Trevor, you already know. Don't come at me like that, bro. But Trevor's been with me for a long time. He knows. But at the same time, like going back to it, it's like if you can't, if that type of stuff doesn't inspire you, you know what I mean, to play better because you want to help that person, like, Jordan was the best player on his team always, and like, if you didn't want to be that player to help him, be great or to help him win those championships, then like you got to get off the court. You know what I mean? Like, that's just – and same thing with Kobe Bryant. Kobe was the exact same way. Y'all remember that practice he had going against his team, talking about y'all some bums, y'all soft as Charmin. Like, you know what I mean? Because he was tired of losing. Yeah, like Kobe wasn't having it. And for me, like if I was on that court, like, dude, I would have been right there. I would have been talking trash. I would have been going at him. Kobe could have put 50 on me, but I still would have been going at him, talking all kind of trash because it would have lit a fire under me. Like, you ain't gonna call me trash. You ain't gonna call me soft as Charmin. Bump that. Like, I'm going at you regardless.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I have to talk. Anytime I do anything, I have to talk. Like, even on games, if you playing me and we on the headset and you need it, I don't want to play you. Like, it's no point in me playing you. I gotta talk to you because that makes me better. I get in your head and do different things and make me. That's how I play. I can't play quiet. I don't like doing that. So it just in me how we grew up. We have the we were playing basketball. My brother taught me this. He would get right into the dude's face, right this close to the dude's face. Jump ball, he's right here on the dude's face, intimidating him. Like, I'm on your whole game. So when you do that at the beginning, like my son, he's about to be terrible. When he plays sports, he's about to whoever the best player on the team. Like, he's not gonna be a scorer. He's not scoring. On football too, he's gonna be defense. No, he ain't playing no offense. All defense. On basketball, he's gonna be the best player. He's gonna be the best defender, and he's gonna rebound. And then he needed a 3. He's gonna shoot 3s. But other that stuff, the dribbling, all that, no. He's gonna be a defensive stopper. He's gonna be a Tony Allen. Watch. I
He
can't
playing
wait.
ice hockey with no stick, right? You just
That's
just skating on the ice, just looking for my
Yeah.
I'm coming.
We don't care about stuff like that. But the thing with Jordan though, and you can see if you watch episode 7 how it ended, he got real emotional because he said, "Hey, if you don't play that way, don't play that way. Don't play on my team." Pretty much, and he got emotional because he still feels that passion of the hard work he did, everything he did. So when he got emotional like that, I was like, "Wow, he still feels that." So I respect. I see Jordan as a different person now because I kind of looked at Jordan like a little different, like, oh, he's a jerk or whatever. He thinks all that. But seeing the human side of Jordan from the documentary where he thought people don't look at him different, I look at him more respectful now because he was a passionate guy and he worked hard for it. That's how
Yeah.
it goes.
No, definitely. And then you can tell too. Like you look at the plane rides home, all that, all that other stuff. Like you can tell Jordan loves his teammates, man. Like when it's all said and done, like you can tell like he rides for his guys. Like if he didn't care about you, like he wouldn't talk to you. Like he wouldn't try to fire you up and stuff. If he just didn't care about you, he wouldn't talk to you or say anything to you at all. But you can tell that his teammates are his dudes.
And he wouldn't call you after he punched you in your eye, Steve Kerr. He wouldn't call you to apologize. Stuff like that. Like, come on, man.
My kids love to watch The Last Dance. Like every time new episodes come out, they're like, "Can we watch it?" And of course, like they're watching people that they never got a chance to watch. So they be so amazed. So when they saw Steve Kerr come up, they're like, "Isn't he the coach for the Warriors?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Why is he talking on this documentary?"
They don't even know. They don't even know.
They don't know Steve Kerr got 5 rings, son.
They don't
as
know.
a player, 8 as a player coach.
I'm like, Steve Kerr played with Michael Jordan. And they're like, really? So then they started paying attention to like the game clips, to see where Steve Kerr was. So yeah, it's cool too for like the younger generation. I mean, they're watching history. Like they've not been exposed to that. They've heard the name Jordan because of the brand. But yeah, my kids are loving
That's
watching.
so sad. They never got to see Jordan play. That's like,
crazy.
I got to see him play, man.
Kerr got 2 at the Spurs, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got 3 at Bulls and 2 at Spurs, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And he got a player, a coach.
The positive thing that this has inspired my boys to go look at like Jordan highlights. So they'll be taking my laptop and looking at YouTube highlights and stuff. So yeah, it is a shame they didn't get to see him play, but they get to see like the history of it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I think it should have been called Michael Jordan and The Last Dance because it's mainly about him. Like, it's all about Mike. The first 2 episodes was Dennis Rodman and Scott Pippen, but after that, it's all Jordan. So, hey, it happens. So, hey, Doug, you ain't saying anything, man. You must ain't been watching it. That's what you trying to tell us.
No, I've been watching. I'm just chilling. I'm just observing. The thing is, it's kind of funny though. This whole documentary, how Jordan's kind of got his fingerprints on it, and you can tell it's like kind of just giving everybody a chance to like kind of bow down in a way. It's kind of weird. And one thing, as far as the whole Isaiah Thomas stuff goes, and just in general, it seems like Jordan is totally cool with everybody as long as they like actually basically like bow down to him. But as soon as they don't, if they don't give him enough credit, he still is like a hater to his day. And that doesn't show how competitive and how serious he took it. So
I think, in that respect,
I think I'm not learning too much, but
how about when?
I think vice versa too. I was at time. I think he. You don't bow to him either. I think he's the same way. They did the same kind of breed. Because at the same time, I think like after that one episode, he said how he hated him and everything. He said all that. But the following episode, he was saying how he does hate him to this day. But he said he always respected him. He said he's a great player.
And he still respects him.
He said I put him right behind Magic as a second best player, but he don't like him. But I don't think Isaiah would say something like that. I think Isaiah is still bitter because he know he wasn't good as Jordan. Because you think about it, he was before Jordan. So, those old heads, when they older than you, they don't want you to come above them. So I think he always look at Jordan as like below him pretty much. But, hey, dude, you got to give him his props. He's better than you. He's the GOAT. Like, you'll never be the GOAT. So,
right.
I do
think Isaiah – I was just going to say Isaiah and the Pistons deserve a little bit of credit for, like, punking Jordan like that and like getting him motivated. Definitely. They took him to another level, so they're part of it too.
Definitely.
I was gonna say, kind of going back to it too. I think one of the biggest reasons why Isaiah just like hates Mike so much is to this day, he gets so much flack because of Jordan. You know what I mean? Like people hate Isaiah because of Jordan. Like it's like you know what I'm saying? Like they hate Isaiah like he did something to them personally, but it's just all because of, you know, if Mike hates Isaiah, we hate Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it is. So I think that's why he has some resentment towards him too.
Yeah.
How about when they gave him the iPad and it was like the whole thing about Gary Payton?
Cause Gary just talking. You was not gonna do like you could stop Jordan. He supposed to laugh at that. Gary Payton, shut up. Tomorrow.
He said
earlier.
He had his iPad out. He was like,
Gary Payton, shut up.
I was gonna wear him down. I was gonna, man, I would wear him down. Jordan had a motor. Nobody was wearing him down. Homeboy put up 60 with the flu.
I give Gary Payton all the props because he's the first point guard ever, and there'll never be another one. They won Defensive Player of the Year. I give you all that, but you ain't stopping Mike. You had a couple of good plays against Mike. If I would have did it a little earlier, it would change the whole series around. Man, shut up. Get out of here.
It's funny because like I know where he's coming from because in the regular season, Seattle has Chicago's number. They really did, but like playoffs and championship is totally different. Like playoff Mike was nothing nasty.
But if you know what Michael Jordan said though, he said when he ended, he said I see what he's saying, but he said at the same time, this is my first finals without my dad. He said I was thinking about that the whole time too. So he was focused around that because he just came back and all that. So Gary Payton, shut up.
The laugh was priceless. Like immediately when he had the iPad and he laughed, I was like, "This is about to be a meme." And like the next day, it blew up. Like it was all over the place.
Come on, Gary. I respect Gary, but come on, man. You was not about to change that series. That boy team was. They won 72 games. Come on, man. Y'all wasn't beating them. Stop it. Y'all wasn't doing that. It was a great Supersonic team, but y'all wasn't doing it.
Hey, pull up Trevor's last comment. That's hilarious.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
No, the one Trevor said, I got my PhD in trash talking from the lobbies of Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Exactly. Hey,
you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
The stuff you hear on those headsets, and some of it is from kids. Like, where's your mom? Where your parents at? I mean, their mouth is like, wow. I mean,
my kids have headsets like for their game. They be on Fortnite, and I literally have to be like, unplug your headsets and let me hear what they're telling you.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie. One time I got mad at the kid. I went off on him. Like, I went off. I like, go tell your mama too. Like, because some kids, they get out of control. Like, where's the respect that? Like, hey, you better respect your elders. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's different.
Talking crazy. I'm like, where's your parents at? Like, are they home? Like, I mean, some kids, they go crazy, dude. It's some of the best. Like you said, you learn a lot. You get tough on there, man. So,
they're wild.
But yeah, I think the last dance, I don't know. The way it's going, how's it going to end in 2 episodes? It seems like it needs like at least 2 more after that. Because they 96 right now. You're going to do all of it from 97 to 98 in 2 episodes? This is going to be longer, maybe.
Well, one thing I heard is that since they had moved it up, they're not even done editing like the last couple episodes. Or like as of last week, they weren't done. Kind of like they do Hard Knocks.
Oh.
That's what I was going to say. Like, you cannot wrap all this up in 2 episodes. Like, there has to be more.
Because the flu game by itself is an episode. Like, you got to talk about all that. Like, how did you get sick, Mike? I don't know. Do you guys know how you got sick? Because I don't know how he got sick that day. So,
yeah, he was messing with Rudy Gobert in a friendly card game. You know what I'm saying? Friendly card game.
He had that wrong.
You know what I'm saying? They were shooting dice in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
He had the wrong.
Smoking cigars.
They shared a cigar real quick. You know what I'm saying? Might give him a puff of the cigar right fast.
That's even more respect. He had the COVID and still killed the boys.
You know what I'm saying?
Mike.
He was getting COVID before COVID was COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. All right, let's jump into our this or that though.
Yeah.
And for all of our viewers out there too, where Myra is doing a giveaway at the end. She wanted to do a giveaway. Oh, rumor was. But so get your comments. We're gonna put everybody that's made comments into a randomizer at the end of this. But we're gonna do our this or that. So now's the perfect time to jump in on the conversation. So, what do you guys have? Oh, actually, let me go first because this one's kind of like the Call of Duty. I was gonna ask PS4 or Xbox for what do y'all use?
Easy. Xbox. It's Microsoft. Like in all of that. It's a computer. Bye, Bill Gates.
Okay.
When I would play games, I would play on Xbox, but my kids have a PS4. So to me, like I don't like to play on PS4. Like I'm gonna buy my younger son an Xbox so I can use it.
I had one more thing to shut it all down too. PlayStation had to make 4 consoles to get with all 3. One had the Xbox, the 360, and the one, right? One I made, right?
Yeah.
And they made 4, so they had to make 4 to catch up with us.
No, Microsoft was late. That's why there's less.
Oh, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man.
PlayStation came way before Xbox.
Get out of here, man.
I got both. I'm with Anthony. I got both, but I'm PS4 loyal. Like that's what I started on.
Yep.
And
the control is too small for a grown man. Man, get out of here.
I play both. I think I play Xbox probably more than I do PlayStation. But I play PlayStation for certain games. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been to like role playing games too, like the Final Fantasies and stuff like that. So I play all that on PlayStation because it's throwback PlayStation. I feel like I can't play it on nothing else. But just about almost everything else I do play on Xbox. So it just kind of depends on what I'm playing. I do play both, but I probably use my Xbox a lot more.
Well, me, I had my Sega Genesis like forever while everybody was getting all the other stuff. And I still had my Sega Genesis. And then I finally saved up enough to buy a PlayStation. I was late because we didn't always get to have everything. So now I buy everything. I got everything. So
yeah.
I've been telling my kids that, man. Like, y'all are so spoiled.
100%.
It's supposed to be like that, though. It's supposed to be spoiled. It's supposed to be better than that. So.
Dog, I cried when I got my first Xbox for Christmas on everything. Like I remember my grandma bought me that Xbox. Like I had I'm the A-dub. I had the Sega Genesis for so goddamn long. Like when I opened up that Xbox because it was like what $200-$300 at the time. Like
right.
Dog, like I'm telling you, when I tell you, like I think my family like went in to get it for me. Like it wasn't like one person got it for me. Like my whole family went in to get it for me. So I was like in tears when I opened up that box. Like I was like, it was crazy.
But I
Xbox.
I gotta confess though, I did get the PlayStation before I got the Xbox. I'll never forget. It was in '97. I got the PlayStation, and the first game my dad brought us was NBA Live '98 with Tim Hardaway on the cover.
Yeah,
I know about that. When I seen that, it was over the rest of the night. That's all we played the rest of the day. We didn't want no other game. We didn't know other game. All we wanted was the NBA Live, and we played that a whole year. So NBA Live '98, that's when we got it. That was my first time playing NBA Live. So I used to go hard for NBA Live until 2K.
Because it was the original.
Came out. Yeah.
I used to get in debates with people about how NBA Live is better than 2K. Like, no, it ain't. And then all of a sudden, I think it was 2012, NBA Live didn't make a game. I was like, no. So we had to get the 2K. And then after that, NBA Live never recovered from that, man. Never recovered.
Yeah.
NFL Game Day '97.
It was like that too.
They had Joe Montana on the cover of that, I think, right? Joe Montana with the Chiefs. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah. That's when you knew that anybody could get traded. That's when I learned that anybody could get traded.
Man, and Marcus Allen too on that team. Marcus Allen and Joe Montana on the Chiefs. How did that happen?
Crazy.
And I'll never forget. I was a big Chiefs fan. I was a Marcus Allen fan. I'm named after Marcus Allen. My middle name is Allen. So everywhere he went, I was a big fan. They won game, and I think it was playoffs. The Chiefs lost to the Dolphins. I cried, dude. I was so hurt. I'm like, how are we lose to the Dolphins? I remember that game. I know Anthony remember that game. So I was a big Chiefs fan back in the day. I was for the Cowboys. That's why I knew any better. But I was a big Chiefs fan before I was a Cowboys.
Shout out to Anthony too. You know what's up too. He said PlayStation for RPGs as well. You know what's up. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And Anthony also, I was going to say real quick, Anthony also predicted 4th of July weekend for the return of baseball, so he looking like he might be on track for that too. So shout out Anthony. All right, who's next for this or that?
I'll go simple. I would say Facebook and Instagram.
Oh.
IG.
No,
I don't use Facebook very often, but I IG for sure.
I don't mean no disrespect to you. What I'm about to say right now, I mean no disrespect to y'all. Okay, you people I'm about to say this about, I love y'all. But Facebook is for people 40 and up. I'm just saying. That's all.
I had to scroll through and say, like, is my mama still watching? Like,
because you know your mama got no Instagram account. You know it. My mama, she can't have no Instagram, but she can have on that Facebook. Facebook is for all the people.
Facebook is how I keep up with my family, but Instagram is my joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? I be on IG with the pictures and the videos and all that.
Do y'all parents have an IG account? Do y'all parents have an IG account? My mama don't. All my dad, so they got Facebook.
My mom don't. My mom don't have one yet. She got a Facebook.
My mom does.
my thing is the same
She
thing.
hip. That's why she hip.
My thing is the same thing as you.
I think so.
Like, my Facebook is like family oriented, and my IG is more like out there. So
Watch it.
I would agree.
I drop bombs every so often on IG. So,
But yeah, I would agree too. I would say IG. I just recently started my Facebook again. And Facebook does have its advantages. This for the podcast is dope.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
within like a day or two of like starting my Facebook again, I remembered why I had turned it off in the first place like so many years ago. I have to be honest. I was like, no, this is exactly why. Now I remember.
why?
Like it was okay for a little, like for a day or so. I was like, oh yeah,
Like,
this is why. But it's really been good for the podcast though. So I will say that I like how we can interact on there. It's cool.
But
Definitely.
I might be late, but doesn't IG has to be teamed up with Facebook, because if IG had a you can go live like we're going right now, it would listen on Facebook.
It's owned by Facebook.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So that's why keeping it alive, because if you put like how we can go live on Facebook, on Instagram, Facebook is done. It's over with. Because we'll never use it again. That's
They're
all
protecting themselves.
Use it because we can go live on there.
Yeah,
And we're broadening our audience.
every time you click on your Instagram, it'll say like powered by Facebook or something like that.
Yeah, it is tough. Like Facebook is a broader, thing. So I kind of agree with Anthony there, and Facebook is clickable. You can't click on anything on Instagram, so that is a limit. But they're doing that on purpose, like Marcus said.
Hey, Jesse, be careful commenting on there, because you her best friend, her other best friend might be on here too watching, so just watch your back. I'm coming.
You ain't serious? Jesse said she'll fight.
Be safe. Or she said she'll fight.
Yeah, Jesse said she'll fight. Yeah. You missed that comment? She said she'll fight, fam. Yes.
Oh, I can see her face. Oh, yeah, she can fight too.
She had them hands.
She put some Vaseline on. I can see it. Yep. I can see it in her eyes. I ain't gonna miss with you. You can handle yourself.
Okay, get my Vaseline.
I got you.
Oh man. Okay, who's next?
I got kind of a funny one. Would you rather have really cool uniforms or a bummy stadium, or a state-of-the-art stadium with bummy uniforms?
State-of-the-art stadium, easy.
Why? You don't
Get the uniform. They don't get dirty anyway.
I want to look fresh. I'm gonna take the uniform.
Oh, you gonna trip before you get to the field because your whole bummy stadium.
Deion Sanders said, "If you look good, you play good. If you play good, you feel good." So I'm with Deion Sanders on that one.
Hey, Myra, you got the sweater to prove it too. Right off of Marcus' back.
Thank you, Marcus. I love my Deion Sanders sweatshirt.
She still ain't wore it or posted it yet, but it's all good. It's all good.
I ain't getting no tag and no pose.
We ain't singing nothing. We ain't singing nothing.
Love.
Stop. It's 97 degrees in Texas.
I don't care. Turn your air on. Turn your air on and wear it. You gotta be outside with it. Put your air on 65.
The only thing is,
and let us know.
I cut it too.
Shoot!
Like a crop, like a pullover crop top sweater.
So you no excuse it's hot then. You can wear it outside then.
I love you guys.
Thanks, Marcus. Yes, I like my Deion Sanders sweatshirt. I will tag you. I will everything at Marcus.
Got 1 week. Or me and Jesse come out.
The countdown.
You know what I'm saying? I know.
If not, you want me to send it back? Would you wear it like a
I'm a grown man. Grown. You're the base of my
You
voice.
be looking like Ezekiel Elliott.
I know, right? I think that's the same thing.
Hey,
Football players do it.
we got down here though. It's gonna be a
Right, you got to bring that out.
straight kid. Ain't no 6-pack down here.
I would take the jerseys. I would take the jerseys because you see the jerseys more. All your fans are gonna be wearing them. You don't always see the stadium, so I'll take the jerseys.
But you got a big leak in your locker room though. Like you gonna get leaked on your stuff.
You're only there.
Stained.
You know about that,
Marcus. You add an extra sauce to this story.
His words was bum stadium. So that's gonna be ragged.
He said Stadium C Raiders.
You're only there. You're only there 8 times a year, so you know.
Yeah, that's true.
You wear the jersey every day.
I got you. You're right. Good point.
But the Roomba, the big Roomba, the stadium does look cool, but it does look like a big Roomba to me. You know what I'm saying? The vacuum.
Oh yeah.
All right. Did everybody answer though?
Yes.
Who's next? A-Dub?
I did mine.
Mine is actually a video that I sent to Ada. And
Oh yeah, my bad.
my best friend Jesse actually sent me this, and we debated on this last night. So I want y'all to check out the video. So Ada, put this up there.
You know I'm terrible at this stuff. Hold up. Okay, here we go.
It's not an ESPN video, is it?
No,
I think this should be free. Hopefully, it's Facebook.
Hey, nice knowing y'all. Have a good night. Just in case.
All right, y'all see it?
So is this a travel or is it clean?
Let's see. Oh, it's definitely. Oh, that's not a travel because he ain't come down yet. It's like 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, that's not a travel.
It's not a travel. He picks up his dribble first. So dribble, picks up, 2-step.
If he was landing with the ball in his hand still, then it's a travel. But he was still in the air.
He's allowed to gather. He's allowed to gather after the dribble pickup.
So
He made boy look bad though.
we debated on this so bad. I was like, he didn't even take a gather step. He did take 2 steps. There's not a 3rd step. He released. We went back and forth on this one last night. So I would say it's clean. So
Jesse know about sports like you too?
Jesse and I talk a lot of sports as well.
What y'all make y'all at? Y'all, wow, that's surprising.
Does he let go of the ball before he hits the ground? I said yes. I said the release happened before that 3rd step.
Yeah.
So
I would have fouled him though. He wouldn't be no question. I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? Though? You ain't getting past me.
Right there, right. See how he right? Boom! I would have killed him. I would have killed him. So he would have been no travel night with a foul. He got Steve Kerr right there.
Steve Kerr.
Kerr did Jordan. That's why he got fouled. That's exactly what happened right there. He tried to trick Jordan. Jordan just killed him. So it wouldn't have been no travel or not. It's been a foul.
That's that Trever Jersey.
That's the
Trae Young foul.
He said
That's
in the
funny.
NBA it's not travel. It's not travel below.
Like below the line or what?
in the
Anthony,
NBA,
help us out with it.
it's 2 steps regardless. Like you can take 2 steps. Once you take the 3rd step, that is a travel. On the video, there was no gather step. He did take 2 steps. The only thing was, did he release the ball on that 3rd step? I said he did. If it was game time and I'm looking at it real time without the little pause, I'm going to call it clean.
No, at first look at it, I would call it travel because it looked like a travel. You got to go to the replay and look at it though.
It depends who's playing it too, because like if it's James Harden, they ain't gonna call it. but if it's Steph, he he gonna get the travel call.
Yo.
Okay.
By the way, that was so loud in my ears.
Huh?
Could y'all hear the music like it was playing?
No.
So it was so loud in my ears. I almost lost my other eardrum.
But Trizzy, didn't they do a different call? They changed the call of travel. You know how you used to like throw the ball up and catch it? That's called travel. But didn't they change it to EBA now? It's not travel no more.
Yeah, so they changed it. So basically, what it is now, if it, I don't even know how they're calling it either. But I guess if it's not what's what I'm looking for? If it's not like they don't do it on purpose, I guess you could say. Like they can't just like throw it in the air, go grab it again or whatever. But if they like. If it's like a mess up layup or whatever, they come back down with it. They're not going to call it travel.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But again, it's just like, how do you call that consistently? You know what I'm saying? Like
people are going to start finessing that.
It's like flopping. Like flopping is, you know what I'm saying? They fine it for flopping, but
leave that to
unintentional. That's what I'm looking for. Thanks, Trevor. If it's unintentional, then they're not going to call it travel.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if you go for a layup and it goes over the rim or whatever and doesn't hit anything, you grab it again, they're not going to call it travel. You can go back up and lay it back up.
Oh, look at Trevor.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how refs are going to call it. Like I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're going to be like, no, but he tipped it though. Or no, it was an accident. I wasn't really going up.
But yeah, I remember that one thing that Russell against the Warriors, how he walked like 9 times. He was just walking. They're like, "Do you see this?" You can see that in the background. Stuff like, "Do you see this?" Like he took like 9 steps and was gone.
Yep. Yeah. The traveling and carries are a lost call in the NBA. They don't call either one. That's why I like Tim Hardaway Sr. so much. Like he had one of the nastiest crossovers that was not a carry ever.
It was so long you can't.
Yeah, you could rip it. Yeah, it's like
and he's the only one. He's the only one to do a crossover coming full speed down court and across you and keep going. That's hard to do. Dude, you can't stop it. He's mid.
It's one of my crossovers that I used today in my arsenal, dog. It's like a double tap. It's like tap that and you just gone. He's gone. Like, it's crazy. You're gonna be
frozen. Like, you're gonna be frozen or you're gonna fall. Which one you gonna choose? Because you can't go with him though. But
his crossover was so nasty.
Like, bam! I'm like, God, wait.
Yeah,
Tim Hardaway is very underrated, dude. He's very underrated. He's not. Because he was great with the Warriors and he was great with the Heat. The Warriors, Tim Hardaway. The dude was a beast with Run DMT. They can.
Man, that's crazy. Like they were super nice. That's why, like, that's one of the, like I said, I think last week, one of the biggest reasons why I started really watching Miami. When Tim moved from the Warriors to Miami, I was like, all right, this is gonna be my squad. Like I'm gonna start watching them, and then it just kind of elevated from that. But yeah, Tim was a beast, man. I used to love watching Tim Hardaway play.
These people try to argue me down to my son as good as him. No, he's not even close.
No,
y'all didn't watch Tim Hardaway. Nah. He's not even on his dad's level. Like,
not at all.
This dude's not even the best player on his team. Tim Hardaway was close to being the best player on his team.
Tim Hardaway's not even the 3rd best player on his team right now.
Yeah, he's on Dallas.
Yeah, he's on Dallas. I don't think he's the 3rd best player on his team right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think everybody did their this and that, though. I think it's time for our giveaway.
Let's do that. Put him in there.
Let me do this thing real quick. So we had 5 people make comments. Are we gonna add in Myra's mom though? She didn't make a comment, but she was in the building.
That's the mom. We gotta put her in there.
Don't add my mom.
Yeah, because you didn't get her a good gift. She ain't posted, so you must didn't give her a good one. So
I did give her
so
really nice gift.
So the only question though that I have too is, should I put like, should we do 1 randomizer or 1 or 2? Like sometimes people will do it like a second time, or what do you guys think? Should I just hit random 1 time or do it like multiple times?
You can't do it 2. You gonna do it 3 times.
Yeah.
So 3 times then?
Yeah,
3 times.
Because it makes it more exciting.
So who it lands on the 3rd time is who the winner is.
Yep.
You know how to break the tie. Because one person might win the next one in the second.
Trevor says I can't leave my mom out.
So you can't leave out moms.
Okay, so but I didn't miss anybody that made a comment, right? We had Anthony, Trevor.
You got Jesse in there because you know she can fight. Make sure Jesse.
Yeah. I don't want to get beat up. I don't want to get beat up.
Yo, I saw her doing sit-ups on a heavy bag, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah, Jesse.
I've seen Jesse doing sit-ups on a heavy bag. Don't do that.
I don't want no problems.
We don't want no problems.
Are you guys ready?
Go.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna hit it one time. This is the first one.
Damn.
That was the first one. Okay. Now we're gonna do the second one. But you. Okay. You have randomized this list 2 times. Here we go.
Here we
this
go.
is it right here.
Trever.
For the big money. Myra's mom.
Oh! Yeah, she deserves it.
Oh.
Go ahead and bring it to her tonight and take a picture with her. Bring it to her tonight. We want to see it.
Funny. Oh, that's so funny.
That's what we talking about.
I'm weak.
Let's do this again. That's right.
Hey, Trever, you the one that said it. Trever.
Trever said can't leave out moms, and moms is winning.
Okay, so let's do this. Take my mom out. I promise I will get my mom something. And let's do on 3 again. And this is for the $25 gift card. I probably
I take it back. Mom's got to go.
He said she got to go.
You want to do it again?
Got to go. Yes. Yeah. Let's do people who commented. My mom, because if not, there was a bunch of other people who joined us who did not comment. So
Okay.
yeah, we gotta use people who
Hey,
interact.
moms, you watching this? I was on your side. I said no. I said, oh, hey,
I love you.
I come in Texas. I
Dinner
want tacos.
I got you, Mama. Dinner on me. Dinner on me. But let's do our fans who interacted with us during our live.
Okay.
Hey, if Jesse don't win, we all get beat up.
I'm gonna show up to Texas with a gift or something. Like I ain't trying to catch no hands.
Okay.
What's your cap?
Here we go.
It's rigged.
Here she goes. Okay, so this is our new list. We're
On
gonna do it 3 times again, right?
3 times.
Let's get it.
All right, here goes number 1. Oh, Trever to the top.
Uh-oh, Trever. Uh-oh, Trever.
Here goes number 2.
Uh-oh, Trever. Coming for him.
Wow, Trever again.
Wait, he wins, though. That's
No.
Hold on.
It's
Oh,
only 2 times.
That's 2 against 1. He wins. That's back to
No,
back.
No. It's just you just
gotta do one more.
yeah, and then whoever it is, it is.
Hold on, don't click it yet. Jess says she's gonna tell my mama I ain't letting her shine.
It is. Next
All right.
Trevor said MJ 3P.
Third
All
one.
right, here we go. Oni.
Oh. Oh, the Warriors.
Trevor was second.
The 3-1 lead, you come back and lose, Trevor. God.
He the Warriors. He the Warriors.
3-1 lead, you blew it.
Oh man. Okay. So Uni wins. So all we need is you need to DM Amira your email address, right? That's what we need.
Yes.
Slide in them DMs with the email address.
Trevor said I'm every San Diego sports franchise.
He actually coached my boys in basketball, so
Big shout out. We appreciate you for sure.
thank you. Then I'm gonna have
Woohoo. Okay. So, should I do that? I'm gonna do this right now though too.
Oh yeah, you gotta do it now.
So that was fun. Our final say was the giveaway, the gift card giveaway. But actually, Trever, it's funny how things worked out. But I actually do have something for you, Trever, from the SLAC family. Trever jumped on. He's always engaged with us, but also he's one of the people that just jumped on and was ready to go. And at the drop of a hat, that's Strizzy's boy and everything like that. And also he is, like he said over here, he said he is every San Diego sports franchise. So, Trever, me being me, I accumulate a lot of stuff. And sometimes things just happen, certain ways for a reason. So this was kind of cool. I was going to do this for you. Earlier, you posted about your Tony Gwynn papers that you found and you hung up in your office. So I actually have something to add to your office collection as a gift from SLAC to you. This is the Tony Gwynn bobblehead.
Hey.
This is highly sought after. You had to be one of the first few people at the game to get it. I held on to it. I received it, and it's gonna go to you next. So that's for you, Trevor. We appreciate you.
Hey.
Brand new, unopened. You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm headed. I'm gonna, you know, I collect a lot of stuff, and I do it because I like to be able to do stuff like this. So that's something I've been holding on to, and today seemed like the perfect day. I was like, wow, I'm gonna have to let that go, and I know who it should go to. So shout out, Trevor. We'll get you that. Oh, nice. See, so build up the collection. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hey, so when are we gonna do this every month, like the end of the month or something like that? How are we gonna do this giveaway every show? What are we doing?
We're gonna have to figure it out. I think
on here. We should do it every week. That's how people gonna come on here and watch.
Well, Strizzy, can you do us a little fashion show real quick? Because that's another thing. So, I didn't think it's hard to see.
Yeah. Hang on, let me turn this light on real quick.
Why you looking romantic in there? What you doing romantic on the podcast? One more time, man. You up in there romantic and stuff, man. You got candles burning?
Huh? Hey, look, don't
romantic and stuff.
Hey, look, I'll tell y'all, don't worry about me, all right? Look. So shout out to the homie Irma. I'm gonna put her Instagram handle and all that fun stuff on the Slack page after the show. She made me a couple of trial run shirts because I wanted to see, you know, how they turn out and stuff like that. So on the front, you got the little Slack. It's all backwards. The little Slack logo up front, and then on the back, pretty much the same logo. It's just blown up. Turn around. Yeah. So I made a couple of them for the Slack crew for us, and then if all things go all well, you know, we want to get some merchandise out to, you know, our followers, our listeners, and all that fun stuff. So see if we do some pre-sale stuff. A-Dub and Marcus, I'm going to bring your guys' shirt stuff. A-Dub's house probably tomorrow, fam, if you're free. Myra, yours is already in the mail. It's on its way. I got your address from A-Dub, so it should be there Friday. I got the tracking number. I'll shoot to you so you can keep an eye on it. But yeah, we got a couple of stuff going, and we want to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So have some stuff going. Let me know how you guys feel about it.
Yeah.
And then,
shout out to your
burning in there.
Shout out to your but yeah, and I want to do the shirts as giveaways too at some point. That would be cool to do. But also shout out to your uncle for the artwork, the dope artwork. If you guys haven't seen it,
shout out to my uncle.
You can't forget about that.
Can you put that on here real quick? Put that on here real quick.
Yeah, let me see where I got it. I think I got it saved somewhere.
Shout out to Unc, man. That was clean.
Shout out to our giveaway winner, Uni. He sent me his email address. We're going to shoot him out that $25 Foot Locker gift certificate in just a bit. He said, thanks, you all. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. So our first giveaway winner. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
We appreciate everybody engaging with us for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let me pull up this picture real quick. I gotta email it to this other laptop.
Strizzy, while that's what's up, Trevor.
All right, I got you, fam.
Hey, I just downloaded the Venmo app. It's a little weird. Like, it shows who you talking to and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You can make it private.
Huh?
You can make it private.
Make it private.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Make it private.
I don't like that. I could be playing some bills or something. And everybody don't see what I'm doing. I don't like that.
Yeah, some of us worry about that for other reasons.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. And your dad's, girl. I thought your dad's like, what? Who is Big Daddy C? What you saying that to? What's going on here?
Strizzy, I had a question on your DWade wine. What were
Say it again?
What was your reviews on your DWade wine?
Oh, it's legit. Okay, so the red. Okay, so like I'm not a huge like red wine drinker, but the red one was by far my favorite. The rose was really good too. If you like sour beers, I'm a huge fan of sour beers. It kind of has like I won't say a sour beer taste, but it does kind of have like a little bit of a bitter is the wrong word. It's hard to explain, but it's really good too. But his red one though is fire. Like it's legit. Like I'm not even a wino, and I've been drinking that by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like late nights or whatever, just pop it up, like open it up, pop a glass on or whatever, and just kind of just chilling back and relaxing. But the wine is actually real legit. He just came out with a new white wine. I want to say like last week, maybe a week and a half ago or so, that I want to get ordered too. But I still got 2 bottles that I haven't opened. I want to save those for a special occasion for whatever reason. But I want to get the collection of all 4. I think it has 4 bottles, maybe 5 bottles now. So I want to get all of them.
That's so dope.
Yeah. Hey, there we go.
So tell us your uncle's IG handles.
He has 2. He's got so
Let's do the one.
Let's see. I forget the name of it.
Sketch My Wedding.
Yeah, Sketch My Wedding. So the Sketch My Wedding is his primary one. That's his primary job. He does a lot of events, weddings probably most often, but Sketch My Wedding is the primary one. You can go see a lot of stuff that he's done, a lot of different edits and drafts and just pictures that he's done, including ours as well. It's really, really legit. And, he's always open for personal stuff like this, you know what I mean? Like, just hit him up, hit his DMs. We tagged him on the Instagram page as well. So if you want to find him easily, just go onto our Instagram page. You can catch him there.
I just noticed something though in this picture though. Everybody got a cheekbone except for me. What's up with that?
It's the beard.
On that, man. Oh, it's the beard. I got you.
Yeah, it's the beard. You got
see yours over here. Like on the other side, you can see it. Like over here.
Oh yeah. On that, on your right side.
Popping over there.
Oh, so
I think it looks dope though.
We should show them before and after, because before I was like,
oh, the sketch.
Oh, this is so dope. This is. I was like, what is she looking at?
I thought it was cool.
And then I looked at this. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, the sketch is pretty cool.
It's crazy, dude. The shadows and the different. It's just everything is dope.
And the paneling from your podcast,
Yeah, the background.
Yeah, we can see
the background.
Oh, I just noticed that. Yeah.
It's the black and white.
That's dope.
So dope. I absolutely love it. Everybody was like, yeah, that's your signature, your big ass lips. So he hit that. Yeah. I love it. It was so amazing.
That was tight, yeah. So all right, that's what's up though.
2 hours, man. We went over our time. We used to average 140.
It be like that sometimes.
We
had a great time today though.
No sports, and we got 2 hours of content.
Yeah. No, and I appreciate everybody hanging in there with us though. It was a great
we still got 5 people on here. Whoever that 5 people is, y'all fans for life, man.
Real ones.
Thank y'all.
We're gonna try to keep it moving for y'all for sure.
Yeah, y'all tune in every Tuesday, every week. We're going to try to have these giveaways every show. So just comment with us, interact with us, and we'll throw you in a giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to do some more. Yeah, Adolf, I'll bring you the shirts probably tomorrow if you're free or open. You and Marcus, then I can grab Trevor's bobblehead too, because
oh yeah, I'll give it to you.
I'll probably be seeing him pretty soon as well.
For sure, we'll make sure that's on the way.
You get it. Let us know when you get it though, Trevor. Because
hey.
Let us know.
Okay, I'm not a Padres fan. It's all right.
Hey,
you can have that.
Well, just know that when I looked it up on Amazon, I was a little surprised. I was like, that's what's up.
But yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll sell the mess out of it. I got that bobblehead.
All right, but yeah, definitely more giveaways. I think we can make something happen every week. Probably, I think so.
Something different. You know,
and the random
gas card, everybody had a little gas money.
The randomizer was fun too. I can't lie. I like clicking the button. That was pretty cool.
Got that power, huh?
I felt powerful for a second. Yeah, I was like, when I click this. No, but that's what's up. All right, well, I guess on that note, we'll be out though. We got our little outro coming after this, but Striz,
love y'all, man.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Once again, like as always, guys, thank you for tuning in with us. We love interacting with you guys. As always, my SLAC fam, I love you guys. But it's your boy Strizzy.
It's your boy A-Dub.
It's your girl Myra May.
Taco Tuesday.
Hey.